What's up, y'all? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how I got this look using the Laura Lee Nudie Patootie palette. So I'm going to test it out. This is my first time trying the palette, my first time using these eyeshadows. So I'm going to give you guys my thoughts on the palette, how I feel it performed, whether or not I think that you should buy it, whether or not I feel like it's applicable to everyday life. So if you guys want to see how I got this look using the Laura Lee Nudie Patootie palette, then stay tuned. Hey! As y'all know, I'm going to be using the Nudie Patootie palette by Laura Lee Los Angeles. I'm really excited to try this palette because I love just nude palettes. Nude palettes are a palette that really anyone can buy. You don't have to be great at makeup. You don't have to have like a depth of knowledge around makeup to buy a nude palette and to be able to use it professionally. And so I think they're great because I learned how to do makeup using, really honestly, like basic nude palettes because they were colors that I wasn't afraid of, and so by being able to use that style or that type of palette, I could gradually bring color into my makeup, into my everyday routine, or into my glam routine, whatever I wanted. They helped me become a lot more comfortable and were a great catalyst for me learning how to do makeup, and so I'm a big fan of nude palettes, and so I'm really excited to try these ones out. It looks like this. This is the palette. It's very big. This is my head. This is the palette next to my head. So I like the size because it makes me feel like I'm getting my money's worth. It's a little bit more expensive than her last palette, which was Cat's Pajamas. I did not purchase that palette, and so I didn't try it out. But I did purchase this one because it looked freaking gorgeous. Like, come on now. I just think there's a great range of shades. I see like multiple looks that you could do with this, and so I'm very excited to try these out. I actually have tried this shade. I just put it on my lid and it was beautiful. It blended great. So I don't know if that's like a disclaimer that I need to put out, but I don't feel like that's a fair judgment of the entire palette because I put one shade on my crease and wore it out. I really want to challenge myself and use this shade right here. I'm automatically gravitated toward really warm shades, cranberry shades, red shades. I absolutely love them. They're my favorite. But I don't go as much towards like the golds and especially not silvers. So I really want to challenge myself to try these gold shades. And I've already seen a lot of people use Jaybird, so I wanted to do something a little bit different, even though it looks like a gorgeous shade and I think I would love it. I am going to step out of my comfort zone and do something other than a cranberry eye. When it comes to the actual glitter shades, when my package came in the mail, my glitter shades were actually almost broken. I saw another review where a girl's shades fell out of the palette, and that could have been something with the shipping. That could have been, you know, the delivery, the way that it was handled. They could have been a little bit rough on it, but these shades are extremely soft, and you can already tell, like I can already tell on this one. I don't know if you can see or not. I can already tell on this shade that is really starting to flake, so that makes me a little bit nervous. I like have to be really careful with this palette. I cannot drop it or the glitter shades will completely fall out. I had to actually like press them back in to make sure that they would stay put. But I think that's just because they're so soft and they're glitters. So for me, it's not really a problem as long as they stay intact and I can use them. And they look good. It's not really an issue for me. Hey guys, as you can see, I already did this eye. So I'm going to talk you guys through this eye, talk you through my feelings on the palette. I got to play with them on this eye and kind of gather my thoughts, and now as I film this side, I can kind of show you guys what I'm thinking, how I'm feeling, etc. So first I'm going in with Streaking, which is the shade right here, and I'm just buffing that into my crease. This shade looks like very tan in the pan, Tan in the pan, tan in the pan. This shade looks tan in the pan. But it has more of a warm orange tint to it rather than the tan brown that I was expecting. Next I'm using Reveal. And I'm just buffing that also into my crease. I'm trying to really blend it out because my eyes are semi-hooded, I would say. They're not like hooded where they're like and like sucked into my head, but you know, this chubbiness above my eye really folds over, and if I don't blend well, I can kind of get a line where my crease is, where my shadow settles, and it's darker than, you know, the rest of my crease or the rest of my shadow. So I try to really blend as much as I can. Now I'm taking Nakey Nakey, which is this dark shade. It's the darkest shade in the palette. And putting that on the outer corner and the inner corner. I'm really packing it on because I want there to be a contrast between the gold that I'm going to put in the middle and the darker shades that are on the outside. I don't want it to look like just one dark eye. I want you to be able to really see that there are multiple kind of layers or dimensions. I'm adding character. I like my makeup like I like my men, with lots of character and cute. Now I'm taking Strip. It's the more mustard shade right here, and I'm just putting that along the outside to add more contrast between the dark shades that I just put on my crease with the gold. Kind of connect the mustard with the gold shade, add some layers, you know. It also helps just blend everything out. Okay, and then going back in with Nakey Nakey, because when you add in color with a large crease brush, a lot of times it can blend away some of the work that you've already done. So I'm adding some more. Now I'm going to take some concealer and put that on my lid where I want the gold shade to go as a part of my halo look. I'm going to go back into my outer corner with Nakey Nakey and intensify it, kind of blend it into my concealer, just so that it will be pretty. Now I'm going to dip into Au Naturel, which is the gold glitter shade. She says on the little card that comes with it that the shades either look best with applying with a wet brush or with some glitter glue. I do have glitter glue, but it's downstairs in my purse, and y'all know I'm lazy, so a wet brush it is. And next time I use them, I'll use glitter glue, and I can kind of compare the two and see which one I like better. Like I mentioned earlier, these shades are incredibly soft. When I first got it and they were crumbling and I had to kind of press in on them, I wiped the shades on my arm afterwards, just the two glitter shades, and I was like taken aback because they looked so good and they were so soft and smooth. I don't actually have dark circles. I like to cover up my under eye bags the same way I like to cover up my financial responsibilities, by just pretending they're not there and covering them up with something else. Taking Nakey Nakey on a smaller pencil brush I'm putting it on the outside and the inside of my lower lash line. I'm also just packing any extra I feel I need onto my inner and outer corner. Okay, so now I'm going to add some mascara and some lashes so that my eyes can be more poppin', and then I'll be back. So I went ahead and put lashes and mascara on, and I put on Point Zero by Colourpop and Kathleenlights, and that is the complete look. So my final thoughts on the palette is that I love the color range. I think it's great. I think that I could do so many looks with this, and that they would all look great and they would all look different. The blendability was really great. I love the packaging. I love the mirror inside of it. It's very big. I love the amount of shades I get. The glitters were great. All of it was really great. So I'm very happy with this palette. I'm very happy with the look I got, and yeah, I'm feeling it. So 10 out of 10, I suggest it. If you guys are in the market for a nude palette, this does retail for $45, so it is a little bit on the pricier end, but if you're looking to splurge on something that you can just use every day, something you can take with you, something you can get glam looks from, something you can get really simple looks from, this is definitely a palette for you. I definitely recommend it. I think she knocked it out of the park. I think she did a great job. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something, and I hope you will be back for my next video. Bye!